Ben! What? Coffee is wonderful.
Okay.
This is a story about a game design team that is employed by Shovelworks Studio. They are a small team that consists of really 7 people and 2 others.
Oh, hello, mentor. Kevin is jealous of my crate.
I don't really know for sure what the intern is, but there's a robot that rolls around the office and a tentacle monster that lives in the fridge whose name is Sheila, and she's spicy today. With this being season 2, I can only assume that the intern being in the crate, Timothy the robot, and Sheila are all explained in the episodes of season 1. And I need to say episodes because there's a lot of sitting and watching. About half of what you're doing is just watching in the game. But that's what type of game this is. A comedy show that you're somewhat participating in order to bring about the next conclusion. From what I could tell, nothing I did really changed anything, even when I somewhat failed missions, which isn't really in line with most current AAA gaming standards. I know, Viper, but it leads to something different when you're just seeing the story that developers want to tell, which is, for comedy genres, probably works fairly well. This season starts off with Kevin's computer missing. He's absolutely an over-dramatic person about this. Ben and Pylon show up not too much longer and talk to him about this, which are then closely followed by Midge, who is utterly exhausted and leaves not too long later. They give you a nice touch of each person's personality before Midge walks away, and the others start to talk about how the day is going and how they're supposed to progress forward for each of them.
You say power strip, I say clue.
What? Sure. Look, Ben, whiteboards don't count. Everyone knows productivity is measured by how many right clicks you make.
I'm just saying, it's better than nothing, you know? Let Jeb and Francine track down your PC.
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
We can't tell Francine. She's out to get me, Ben.
She's not out to get you, and you have to report this to her.
Leave it to me, team.
Well, I can't. She's not at her desk. See?
No excuses. She's in the kitchenette installing the new coffee machine.
Guys,
What?
never fear. Detective Pylon
I
is
can't
on the
do
case.
anything right now, so
Good luck.
So even if you're not familiar with the people or the story, they introduce everyone one by one so they can stick in your memory. And when you're playing detective to look for the computer, you're walking around as Pylon, gathering clues and interrogating coworkers. I took this as a great time to walk around to everyone, but I did miss one person, and that was the boss Jeb, who I found to not really be integral to what happens in most of the stories. At least this season, I did 3 episodes in about 2.5 to 3-ish hours that I played. And Viper, when I ran into him, he was a bit of a hyper-masculine gamer character.
Viper, go get your chainsaw.
Hey, what makes you think I have a chainsaw?
And of course, Francine is the HR character who at that time really needed to get into that door. But I think the person who I started to like the most in playing this was Joanne. Her personality came 100% out of left field.
Oh, you know, I have a bunch of nitroglycerin in my desk.
And maybe she's just there being done with her hectic life or something, but if she was from real life, she would have some stories to tell. And she would be a great person to just sit and talk to, I think.
Can you teach me how to drink coffee?
Now, this game isn't just watching and walking around. It's filled with several mini-games that are callbacks to older games which took me a moment to realize they were callbacks. I was in the 3rd episode when it hit me like a brick that we were doing callback minigames. And it was when the team was sneaking through a vent to get into a club. And I realized I was playing a game that was like Might and Magic. And I started thinking back to all of the other games that I had played previously. In the first episode, I had been playing as Viper fighting off Kevin's. No, it was the second episode. And it was very similar to Contra, I believe the game was. Some of the side-scrolling shooters. And when loading the controller program... No, it was the first episode. Whenever I was fighting off the Kevins. When loading the computer program in the second episode, we had to build the loading progress bar as it ever expanded in a Tetris-like fashion. And so they literally altered Tetris blocks so that we had to drop them down in order to make it to where we could get the bar from one side to the other. And I thought that was really cool and really innovative. But out of like all the ones that we actually did do, I realized my absolute favorite of all was a callback to Parappa the Rapper. This was after we started to realize that these were all callbacks to other games. And one of them said they had hoped to see a callback to this one. And it was about 2 minutes after that-ish. And once this started, I could not get the grin off of my face. They did such an amazing job. My cheeks were hurting. I was smiling so much. And I just got to show you just a piece of this.
Cow catcher.
Let me guess. You have to catch some cows? How cute.
You all done chatting? Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
Are you all playing?
Yep.
Okay.
So it looks like I play as some dumbass train. Looks pretty photoreal though, for a mobile game.
It's FMV, full motion video. You really can't get more realistic. Mad Max. Everybody in the club, put your hands up. Everybody in the club, time to level up. You're legit, you are never misfit. You're nothing new, deja vu. Time to melt this bit. Focus on the cows if you want to stand a chance.
I don't need you to tell me.
It kind of basically is.
Training on the go to the next depot. All aboard, I am floored with the urgent cargo. I spot a new sign in my distant sight line. What now? Mind the cow. Ahead's a mighty bovine.
Oh my god, this is fantastic.
What's gonna happen to the cows?
Boy, those cows never learn doing it.
Now, the game has a lot of fun, though it is short, and I'm glad it showed up on my radar. I went back to look at the price for Season 2, and this week it had no price on it that was listed, so I checked out Season 1. And guess who now has Season 1 for free? With there being no price on either, I see no reason why nobody should go ahead and grab this. It has a lot of quirky humor in it, and it's meant to tell a story rather than challenge you. If you want to have a night where you can sit back and enjoy a laugh, you might as well enjoy a free game and a few laughs. Not every joke is meant to be for you, but not every joke is meant to be for every person. And I think this game has a lot of good jokes for a lot of gamers. And I think it has a great story that's going to back it up. And if you want to catch me playing these games on stream, we do it every Friday. You can catch me on twitch.tv/LokiDarklight. If you want to catch the next video, don't forget to hit subscribe. You can do that for me. Can't you, Timothy?
I'm sorry, I can't do that.